The City Avenue Special Services District of Philadelphia Lower Merion has been instrumental in assisting and opening doors to companies along City Avenue and partnering with GVF. Due to their assistance, we are now working with PCLM of St. Joe's to assist them with their transportation challenges. They've also been supportive of travel domain management for many years, and the director, Terry Foley, has assisted GVF with his time, talent, and expertise in working with other potential business improvement districts. So this year's Private Sector Leadership Award goes to the City Avenue Special Services District of Philadelphia and Lower Merion. Terry?
Good morning. Everybody's sitting in the back. Sitting in the back with us. I'm very proud to be able to give away this award. Number one, because my firm has worked with Whitpain Township for over 15 years now. They are a municipality that's supported with excellent staff, a police force, and leadership. They've always been an advocate of improving transportation flow, transportation services, and finding a balance of how to manage their traffic while providing and preserving the character of the historic attributes of the township. They're receiving the 2010 Public Sector Leadership Award as they've been a long-term member of GVF. They're a consistent supporter of travel demand management. They've been leaders on the GVF board. They've been leaders on the School Valley Transportation Coalition. They partner with GVF to install bus shelters and SEPTA routes within the township. And they partner with GVF and Montgomery County Community College to add SEPTA into the campus, and they've been very successful. Accepting this award, I'd like to invite Roma Pronzak and Jim Blaine to come as representatives of the township. Let's give them a round.
All right, I have a lot of Irish blood in me, so I can really bellow when I need to. This is the 2010 Planning Leadership Award for the successful completion of the US Route 422 Master Plan, for thinking outside of the box and creating summary documentation that is concise and gives municipalities an easy to read and implementable outline for a sustainable future, for not only looking at the mobility challenges along the corridor, but also offering short and long-term solutions, and for their continued involvement with all of the stakeholders and the general public. This year's Planning Leadership Award is given to the Delaware Valley Regional Planning Commission and McCormick Taylor. I think Don Shannis and Reagan Miller are here.
This year's Legislative Leadership Award goes to State Senator John Rafferty. John's been a tremendous partner to all the municipalities and the business up and down the 422 corridor, both in Montgomery County and Chester County. We have the luxury of having a senator in Harrisburg who actually came up through the ranks, who served as a municipal supervisor at one point in time. He served as a legislative solicitor to the local school district. He understands the local needs and local demands. He's been a partner with the whole River Crossings complex, particularly with working with the Valley Forge National Historical Park to try and resolve some of the asbestos issues so we can hopefully advance the River Crossings project. He was instrumental in reaching across the aisle, working hand in hand with former Senator Connie Williams to try and advance the great project. I also understand he's actively working with the P3 legislation, which I believe is close to being adopted. And here this morning is Alex Charlton from Senator Rafferty's office to accept on behalf of the Senator, who's busy working on transportation issues.
I'm Irish too, so hopefully you can hear me, right me? So this year's 2010 Environmental Leadership Award goes to AQUA, and for the for the solar farm that they built at their plant in East Rafferty Township. Hello? Can you hear me? I feel like screaming now, but the solar farm is 4.5 acres, and it's actually the second largest solar farm on the East Coast. It produces enough power to reduce the plant's power by 30%. It offsets the need for 3,000 barrels of oil each year. It avoids the equivalent of 2.6 million car miles each year, and it reduces CO2 emissions by 1.4 million pounds each year. So at this point, I'd like to have Joe Thurwagner come up to receive AQUA's award.
Next, we have the Founders Award, and it gives me great pleasure because I am alumnus of PennDOT. The award this year is going to PennDOT. We would not be what we are if it wasn't for the support in the early days of Larry King and Howard Jerusalem, and financial support, and also the advice and programming support of things that we're looking for. We have with us today Les Toso from the District 6, the district executive, and we also have Michael Baker from out of the central office. We asked them to come up and accept the Founders Award.
For those that don't know, 2 years ago, when we were retiring, we created the Peter P. Quinn Leadership Award. And the previous two recipients were Steve Lester in the first year, and then Ron Wagaman last year from Merion Township. I've always felt he was a great mentor, had a unique style of leadership. It didn't matter if it was a small project, if it was a big project. All he cared about was getting it done. Not hitting the no or not hitting the wall or whatever it may be. It was always, let's figure out how to get this done. And I think a lot of the region's projects, you can go back and see that his hands were in there somewhere. You know, we always joke about all the different Quinnisms and different things, but he was always involved in the process. He wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty. He wasn't afraid to get involved, and it's great to see. You read about, for example, Steve right now in Upper Dublin, and you're looking to see revitalize the office park. I kind of chuckled when I saw the TAC report come out the other day for $3.5 billion, and Ron Wagman's on that. He's been a big proponent of that and pushing, and it's just great to see those examples continue who we selected. So this year, it's a surprise, is Casey Moore from McMahon Associates. Casey's another one of those type A's, always thinking about not only how GVF can be in the process, but how else we can make things better. Always thinking about how to integrate us, how to, not just us, but just in general, getting things done. And you'll hear, I think, from anyone you know that knows Casey, whether it be people that work with him in McMahon or people that have worked with the TMA, Casey just always steps up. I'm always amazed that, I don't know how you find the time. I know you're a bad texter while driver and all the other bad things that we advocate against.
Don't say that, there's police involved.
But no, he has been wonderful. He works with so many municipalities, so many large businesses. Just always willing to step up. I think if we asked him to serve on every committee, he would. And it's just great. And it's not that he says yes. He actually buys in. He gets involved. I mean, we did our bylaws and cases going through all of them. Joe Dunbar was a part of that. But he's just, no matter what it is, he always steps up. We wanted to recognize him with the Peter P. Quinn Leadership Award. So thank you.
Well, I appreciate that.